I don't know. Am I? Better check it. So this is our sound check. Let me see. So I gotta plug in my little Bluetooth. Wait a minute. Where did I put my little I need to get my Bluetooth little earbuds because I use that for sound check. For some reason, I the sound went bad last time for like 5 minutes. It was weird. I mean, I'm not recording yet, so I'm just doing my thing. So it's streaming. If you want to check sound, this is a good time. And I cannot seem to find the. Where did my earbuds go? Well, I guess I could just like start so you guys can talk about the map. I was actually turned everybody off on the map because I was doing something for a second. So okay, I can actually do. Yeah, that's the map there. Okay. Uh. So if anybody wants to give us a breakdown of from last time, do you all remember what happened last time?
Daintyfoot broke Dagmar's heart.
I remember it actually being slightly different. I remember it being that Daintyfoot looked at Dagmar and said, "You're actually kind of mean and green," and then looked at me
What?
and said, "We're BFFs now, right?" That's how I remember it going down, very specifically.
Oh, we're gonna do
And
Rashomon, aren't we?
then,
We're gonna Rashomon this.
oh, oh, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I think Etheria and I have a new friend, and we're just making armor for a pig.
How dare you?
Makes sense to me.
I dare. I dare. I very much dare.
We have Will in chat. Everybody say thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
We love you.
We love you so much. We have a whole set. Everybody here has an emote thanks to Will. We're missing because Twitch hates us. And I tried to re-upload them twice. But they hate us, so we'll just keep waiting until they stop hating us and submit our emotes.
Well, I guess that works for me.
Loser.
Yeah, I'm just connecting my Bluetooth head earbuds right now. Connected. Oh no.
Man, that map.
Okay, well, oh shoot. I actually have a separate laptop to monitor things, and it just turned off on me.
Oh dear.
Huh, that's weird. Okay,
Our
well, I'll
DM
fix it with
takes
it. The
DMing
thing is,
very
you guys are gonna have to check
seriously.
on the sound for me to make sure that it's going okay. So far, I mean, all the checks seem to be okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit record. So, everybody, welcome to another wonderful, amazing, stupendous Goblin Sound. Let's recap from last time. So last time, everybody gorged themselves on the flesh of a monster. You're all terrible people. And you relished it with butter and garlic. The let's see. You all enjoyed yourselves, had a good sleep. A theory got terribly, terribly seasick. Let me see. Ragdoll gave her some ginger tea. And let's see. Svarin and Genera. No, Svarin and a theory. Can't remember. Yeah, so Theories, Var, and Genera began to chat, and you played some dice with some of the sailors, and you, in particular, noticed one of the sailors with greasy hair, kind of suspicious. Gambled a little bit too much, and for some reason has a lot more money than you would expect. And Bill confessed that he was stealing some of the cargo on the side. And so you went down to try to warn the captain and inspect the cargo. And during that, you were making a distraction, or Svarin and Dagmar were making a distraction. Svarin being an incredible drummer, like I'm trying to remember the band that I was talking about last time. Anyways, and Dagmar was singing like Willie Hong. Fantastic. Applause.
Excellent.
You succeeded in investigating the hull and not being found by the captain, and so now it's I think that would be like the middle of the day actually, because there was no, well, yeah, it's like let's say late afternoon. You've basically spent the whole day, and at this point now you are. Let's go back here and see, because you've already traveled from here. See, you've already gone like this. You've stopped by Long Bay, and then you've gone down, and you're like down here. Okay, so you're not. Actually, no, I think not quite. Yeah, you're about here. In terms of on the map. And I am looking at the wrong one. I should be looking at the. Oh, okay, no, that is right. For whatever reason, that was still on the side. Huh. What happened here? Like, I thought I had this all fixed. Never mind. Did it look different to you a second ago? Never mind. Oh, yeah, you know what? What the hell? I do. Huh. Oh, you know what? I grabbed it wrong. That's what I did. I grabbed it wrong. There we go. Now it's fixed. So I should be able to see it like that. Yeah, I was on the wrong layer. I grabbed it. Okay, there we go. Now it looks pretty. And this is all on the wrong spot.
We went by plane?
Sure. You traveled by map, okay? Okay, there we go. Fixed. Okay, anyways. There, you're about there. You're not going to make it all around the visit head just yet. You can't quite make it all the way on the same day. This is day 2. So you're going to have to anchor offshore a little bit and a little bit away from the sand barrier. Key. What are you all planning now? Like, what are you thinking?
Okay. Oh, wait, you meant like in the long run. Okay.
Well, I mean, for either one, either in the long run or what you want to do immediately, since evening is coming.
Did we talk about what Gretel and Aetheri found in the hall?
No, I don't think you guys have had a chance to talk about that. You all just came. So, Aetheri, Genera, Gradal had come up on deck and found that everybody was singing and dancing and having a good time, a grand old time.
That's right. We didn't follow back up on that.
So
We'd be
I
happy
don't.
to talk about
is
what
it-
we found. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna say, Michael. So you're fine.
So, if I remember correctly, what we did find was, some like oils and wines and perfumes, but there was one particular thing that they had that was, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but it was essentially a form of saltpeter, right?
No, that was a joke. I said that the boat was filled with gunpowder. But no, there's no gunpowder on the ship, as far as you know.
No, what saltpeter isn't the same thing as gunpowder. It's just essentially just a form of potassium nitrate, right?
I didn't say anything about saltpeter.
Wasn't
Oh,
there? There was something with grass, right? Wasn't there like a?
I'm looking at Dagmar. Dagmar always takes wonderful notes because Dagmar's a wonderful student.
Yeah, hold on. Reading. Hold
The
on.
notes Dagmar took of the moment that she wasn't even there for.
I actually also put this in the Roll20 chat.
A dream came to me, and I
was
took
gonna
notes
say,
about it.
did you? It was glasswort ash.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get wrecked,
Like-
Dagmar. I mean, at first.
I can't understand my own penmanship. Am I drunk?
Dagmar had too much meat that
You
night.
were still sad about Daintyfoot. Your penmanship was just weird from the tears you were crying.
Yeah, there's tear stains on this page. It's true.
That's why I got confused. So it wasn't saltpeter; it was the glasswort pan, because I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up, and it's like basically like soda ash or potash.
Now, would Gradal know that? Would Gradal know that?
Well, let's find out, because
That sounds like a history roll.
I do have an herbalist's kit, and I did hang out with the pedal sniffers quite a bit.
Okay.
Would you like me to do a check?
Go ahead and do a nature check if you'd like.
Should anyone else do that, or just him because he's got the herbalist skills?
So 21.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna assume that after your encore, because clearly with your wonderful performance, Dagmar and Svarin, the crowd wants you to do an encore. At the end of the encore, I'm assuming Dagmar blows kisses to the audience, and people throw roses and their underwear at you.
Oh, totally.
I'm guessing you are now discussing this in your quarters behind a closed door below deck.
No, we haven't. We're just sort of. I think this is just the players sort of organizing their thoughts from the last thing. So if we want to go just back to, because this right now, I think this is just Gradal thinking to himself.
Okay.
While the performance is going on.
I would say though we could easily fast forward to that point though.
I have here in my notes that I sung beautifully, so that's canonically correct.
Sure. Gently pats Dagmar on the back. Sure, if that's what you choose to believe.
Okay, so go ahead and you guys decide. What are you doing? Like, are you ending the performance? Where do you go?
I would like to. Oh my God, can I do this? Hold on. I gotta see if you'll allow me to do this. Can I?
No.
So, minor illusion. Can you minor illusion like an instrument? It says the beating of drums. So, like, can I continue the performance? Like the vibe? Can I keep the vibe going?
No.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, do you want to keep going? If you want to do a second, third, fourth encore,
don't
go for
recall. I want to go. No, I'm saying I don't really want to do the encore. I want to make the encore do itself. While I go below deck and talk about stuff with my friends.
Wait, explain that again to me.
I want minor illusion, the sounds of drumming. So like there's like casual music playing while the crew and everyone just kind of vibes.
Oh,
I want to keep the energy of the night going, but I want to not have to get tired playing the instrument.
wait, let me see, because I think um, minor illusion is that. I'm just wondering how far can you press that?
That's what I'm looking right now. Casting time, duration 1 minute,
So
30 feet.
it's a minute, and it's you create a sound. The range volume is whisper, scream, voice, roar, drums, or any other sound you choose. I'll let you get away with it, because that's funny.
For context. Okay, cool. Rule of cool wins.
Okay.
Thank you.
But you have to keep doing it because it's only supposed to be a minute. So you need to be like, wait. Oh, also, I just want to think of
Wait,
like
run
how this looks
upstairs.
like while you do it. You need a somatic and a material. So that means you have to do things with your hands. So they're hand gestures and some sort of material. Your material, I guess, is technically like your, I don't know. Would that be your like your lute or whatever?
Well, it's my assortment of instruments, so like I could do that. Or I could have like a drumstick and just like beat it on the wall, and then it sounds like me actually playing the whole drums.
Yeah, that'll work. So you pull out like a drumstick and you start beating along the deck and the walls of it as you move along, and for some reason the music continues along the deck.
Beautiful. That's exactly what I was aiming for.
Okay, so
All
are
right, I'm
you all
happy. Next
below
person.
deck? Where are you?
Yeah, Dagmar launched herself at the crowd as Zavarin started exiting, and everyone did the whole hands up thing, and like she just kind of laid on her back while the entire audience just kind of moved her to the back of the crowd. And
You mean crowd surfing?
yeah, medieval crowd surf, medieval fantasy crowd surfing. Yes, that's what she did
On a boat.
on a boat.
Was that just them trying to get you off stage, or
Yeah. Did
yeah?
How did you come off the crowd surfing? Did they drop you off the side of the boat?
They gently carried me to the back and then they dropped me on my ass. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So you've come down from your performance and you pitter patter down the stairs below deck and move into your rooms and close the door. I'm assuming you're closing the door. If you want to leave it open, it's up to you. um, what are you guys doing? So, what do you talk about?
Well, I guess what you guys found in the hall, and if it's something we have to be concerned about, something we have to worry about being stolen and sold off on the black market. And also, the captain already knows who it was, and my fault, but you know.
Well, that's okay.
Was it drugs, and can we have any if it was drugs?
Hmm,
Savarin asking.
no. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just that caught me a little off guard. Continue, Groudall.
Well, it was mostly from what I could tell, some basic things like oil and wine and stuff like that. But it was mostly just glasswort ash.
Is that drugs?
I mean, you could probably snort it if you
But
want.
it's basically
Everything's a drug if you try hard enough.
it's a kind of a swampy plant, and its ash is used for making like things like soap.
Interesting.
DM, would I be able to do like either that same nature check or a separate nature check to determine if last word was used for anything illicit or dangerous?
Yeah, let's just well don't roll again. I'll just give you the answer. Mm,
If it's used to make soap, why does it smell so bad on this boat?
That's
Well,
the rotten
um,
fish and the lack of bathing.
Probably that would do it.
well, also like raw soap can be pretty nasty. Like they use lye and stuff to make, raw soap. So it can get pretty stinky.
Oh, we're like pre-scented soaps. That's right.
I mean, this is the ash part, right? You got to put the other stuff. You got to put the fat in, and stuff.
Yeah.
Zavarin just wants to smell pretty. Okay.
Okay.
I think
Well-
Gretel could help with that.
Well, there's
Probably.
no illicit uses for the thing that I know of. It's just ordinary stuff. I don't know why it would be sought after by the dude with greasy hair.
Maybe he just wants money.
True, but you'd think he'd have to steal a lot of it in order to make that kind of money. I mean, you figure if you're selling stuff illegally, you're giving it over to a fence, and you're getting maybe, if you're lucky, about a third of the cost of what it's actually worth in terms of illicit goods.
Which would just mean that there needs to be some sort of value to it in this area, right? Like, would we know? Maybe there's like some reason in particular why that specific item would be highly valued right now. I mean, not illicitly, but like maybe some other reason.
Well, I can tell you the captain wasn't at all surprised that it was this person that was planning on stealing part of the shipment. So I don't know if he just has a history of making very poor decisions. And it may not necessarily have anything to do with the value of what's on board, but simply just stealing it and selling it to try to make some money.
Possibly.
So we did, because we wouldn't have been looped in on that. You did fully tell the captain about the situation.
Well, I'd mentioned that you guys had discovered that this person was planning on swiping some of the goods to sell them off, and that he admitted to you that that was his plan. And then she grilled me, and I inadvertently mentioned his name, and she was not surprised to know that it was him.
What is she gonna do about it?
That's
I
what I
don't
was gonna
know.
ask next.
She didn't say. I told her we could help. I offered, if she wanted to find out, who he was planning on selling the goods to, if there was like a network of things, if she wanted our help like shutting things down. But she didn't seem quite receptive to that. She was more like zeroed in on the fact that it was this guy Bill and just wanting to take care of it herself.
Does she want me
So-
to smack him up?
I was gonna say, do Dagmar and I get to go beat him up, or
I
do
mean,
we
I
not
don't
get to
know.
have
You
fun with
can
this one?
you can ask the captain if that's what she would like you to do.
I can
But
smack
I
him up a
mean,
Dagmar, we
bit.
gotta go
she-
find out.
She
Yeah,
might
smack 'em.
want to just smack him up herself, or have maybe she has
Nah.
Can we
her
watch?
her guys.
Well, maybe there's nothing for us to do then other than just grab popcorn and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that too. Honestly, I'm good with anything as long as this guy gets punched in the face.
I don't think
Or
she
fed to the
would do it
sharks.
right.
I mean, we could give her notes. Maybe she'll let us help.
Okay,
Oh,
so
maybe we can make battle music while she does it.
Oh my god.
Maybe he's the victim and he's only stealing because he's being forced to.
An alternate theory. I like it.
I like how you do this
As
sort of
I,
like
you
it's
know,
society's fault.
a little bit of sympathy
What?
for my fellow thief.
A theory just like walks out from behind everyone talking nonsense and it's like maybe society is the enemy all along.
Yes.
Well, even if that's the case, he needs to be more intelligent than just stealing some basic cargo than this. Go after jewels or something more valuable. Goodness me.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
you could
also
steal
could just
artifacts
be.
or something. Come on.
I mean, he also could just be an idiot. So, like, he
There
did
is
just
that possibility.
admit to complete strangers what he was planning on doing. So,
Excuse me, I'm a charming stranger. At least give me credit.
okay, that's fair, but like, still.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I just wanted credit.
Because, like, did you have to roll persuasion or charm? No, he just kind of fell for it. So,
he kind of did.
Are you done making fun of this poor orc? How dare you?
Never. Fun of the half orc. Why would I stop making fun of the orc?
Okay. All right. So your basic plan of action for at this point now is just to sit and watch.
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I
Maybe
suppose.
it may be our best bet in terms of getting some information as to what's going on.
Uh,
And maybe the captain knows that we offered to help. So, if she comes to us with more information after she confronts them. But, maybe we should be there anyway, just to make sure that the captain doesn't come to harm from this guy. Did he seem dangerous at all?
yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead, Daryl.
I mean, he's an orc. He's a sailor.
I can tell you he is definitely not dangerous. I sized him up, guys. I promise.
He's
Mostly because Daryl specifically told me and I wrote down, dude, not dangerous.
No.
If he's an orc, then he's dangerous, as we all are.
I thought that was only half orcs.
No,
or are you
but
going to be all about this now? Because you were really about it last session.
what?
It mattered a lot that it was an orc versus a half orc last session.
Oh. I don't remember that. It's not in my notes. But
Dagmar was really drunk last session.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Nobody's more dangerous than you, Dagmar.
yeah.
Pats Dagmar on the shoulder again. Yeah, buddy, you're the most danger.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters. You're right. Yeah. She completely forgets what we're talking about. She's like, okay now.
Well, I think what our point of concern should be is whether Bill is the only one on the ship that is planning on stealing things. Like, maybe we don't know if he's working with others that are in the crew, and if those crewmates may be more dangerous. So I definitely agree with Gretel that we should be there to keep an eye on things and make sure that the captain doesn't come to harm and doesn't get bamboozled by having allies among the crew.
Yeah, like we respect her being a strong, independent captain, but also we don't trust anybody in the world. I'm here for it.
Okay, I mean that's up to you guys.
Plus, we like looking cool, standing in the background of things, like muscle.
Yeah, because Gretel is so intimidating.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
when he's angry, I'm
we
legitimately
haven't seen him at his true
intimidated.
potential.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at that face, though.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like you said yourself, like he's just the right amount of like cute and adorable, but then also like he might commit murder.
Yeah.
Gretel's like, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. It's like State Farm.
Yeah.
I love the way that Will captured it. Is like he's got this beautiful, bright smile, but it doesn't quite reach the eyes.
It does not.
Oh, that's the typical 101 of I've seen shit.
Take this flower. It might be poisonous.
Oh my god! I didn't even think of that side of things. I'm not gonna lie. This is the start of his poison ivy arc.
Down with murder.
Okay, so I'm trying to think now. While you're discussing things, you do hear some angry talking, maybe not a little bit louder than a whisper, but you can tell the person is not having like a normal conversation, and it's quite clear it's the captain yelling at someone. And you hear it sort of pass down through the ship, heading toward the captain's office or captain's quarters. It's a little bit muffled, but it sounds accusatory. But not, otherwise not quite sure because it's through a bunch of wood walls. So you may ignore it. You may go get some dinner. I hear the hardtack is nice. Or you can go back up top to maybe play some card games with Daintyfoot. I don't know. What would you like to do?
Hold on. Wood in general is not really a good soundproofer, but if it's dense enough, it can be, says Google.
Google doesn't rule this world. Daryl does. So your point's only as valid as Daryl agrees to it being
It
valid.
says AI says sound can travel through wood walls
Daryl is
because wood
smarter
is
than
rigid
AI.
and vibrates easily, allowing sound to pass through. When sound waves hit a wood wall, some of the wave bounces back, and while the rest passes through the other side.
Keyword there's some, right? It's not 100% either way, Dagmar. I mean, that's why people, when they try to listen through the door, they have to put their ear against the door, right? You can't just stand like 10 feet away from the door and still hear all the way through it.
Guys, I tried. I tried for the team.
Tried using AI against Daryl. How did you think that was going to go? Did you think you were going to win that fight?
No one's grateful.
No, definitely not.
If I go up straight to the, if I'm, so is our cabin like adjacent to where the captain's is, or is it further away? Would we have to get near there in order to hear?
Your room is like in the middle of the ship, and then the captain's is toward the back.
Okay. Shall we see if we can do a little eavesdropping?
Yeah, I want to stealth up there and try to eavesdrop.
Sounds good to me.
She does this.
And
I don't have to stealth roll ever.
Should we do our second round of Pass Without a Trace?
That's probably a good idea because we know how stealthy Dagmar is.
What?
What you talking about? Dagmar is a ninja.
Yeah.
No, when she had the goal of getting Daintyfoot, yes. But then after that point, it all went downhill.
When her plot
is
armor started to
amazing.
disappear.
It's true.
Do we have to roll stealth too, or?
Are you trying to sneak toward the captain's room? Then yes.
Yep, I'll do a stealth.
And a +10 at that. So.
And then a +10 at that. So 37 for a theory, 21 for me. Ooh.
Ouch.
That's still a 15.
31 for Dagmar.
And Dagmar's got 31. Wow.
She got lucky again.
Okay, Isvarin,
Hold
now
you.
Varn, you have a somatic and a material component, and we decided that part of that was you drumming. It's difficult for you to stealth while drumming. Do you want to give up the drumming and give up the minor illusion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
music
yeah.
stops upstairs. And people were like, oh, what? Oh, the music stopped. Oh, what's happened? Put another quarter in the jukebox. I'm sorry I was born in the 1900s.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Okay. And
There's only so many encores that can happen in life.
yeah. Okay, so we're on 18. Okay. Everybody is able to stealthily move towards the captain's quarters. Chanera. Chanera's a very odd Mr. Bean-esque stumbling and tripping and almost tumbling down the hall, but for some reason doesn't make a sound. It's bizarre. Uncanny even. But you all make it to the captain's quarters without anyone noticing.
I love the Mr. Bean reference. Thank you.
And from there, you can hear a little more clearly, still slightly muffled because of the sound properties of wood. Thank you, Dagmar, and the AI. And you hear the captain speaking rather sternly. You have been trouble on this boat for a while. You've been sloppy, careless, and barely getting by. I've had half a mind to kick you off the ship in the middle of the water. So this rumor here that you're stealing from the cargo is just about to be the last straw. Okay. So, but you're my crew member, and I'm willing to believe you over strangers. So I'm going to give you a shot. If you're doing this, stop, and nothing will happen. If I catch you, you're gonna be food for craw demons. And you hear there's a little bit of punctuation in between. It kind of pauses. Clearly, captain berating someone, but no answer. Are you guys gonna do anything?
Not right now.
Okay. You're just eating popcorn. Thank you.
Yes, pretty much.
The captain continues the lecture. It's like, she's complaining about, like, I gotta put up with all this. The port authorities are always breathing down my neck. The lady Compressus is always writing me about doing the paperwork. I've known her for a long time, and I still have never gotten used to how much she penny pinches and counts beans. But I'm here to do my job and do it well, and you better be doing it well too. And this goes on and on and on for quite a while. Do you have an answer for me? Speak up. No. And eventually it ends. It kind of trails off. The kind of like soft and kind of really meek answers that you get from the other person, the other party, possibly is Bill, possibly. And eventually hear the door open and close and a pitter patter of feet going down the hall, and then up the stair. Or I think the captain's quarters I still have kind of level with the deck. And you have him walking along the plank or the boards. You hear it kind of fade off toward the other side of the boat.
I don't know. I heard plank. Did he just walk off the
Also
plank?
heard plank.
Well,
I
a
heard-
plank
yeah,
of
I
wood,
heard
guys.
plank.
A plank of wood doesn't
Plank.
necessarily mean you walk. You're executed.
All right. Whatever.
Fine.
Just say you hate fun.
if you guys want to try to catch
Did
this
we?
guy
Sorry,
in the
did we
act,
actually see him?
well, here's the thing: is how are you going to position yourself in a possible way to be able to hear what's happening in the quarters and not be seen? Because you would presumably have to be in the hallway.
I mean, I'm obviously gonna do that thing where I like whistle while leaning against the wall, acting nonchalant and very unsuspicious.
Yeah, all 5 of us will do that together in a line.
We'll
Yeah,
just say we had to
that
wait to
long.
talk to the captain about something. I wanted to
We were
take
in a queue,
pre song requests for next evening.
and we all wanted to be there to help him ask that question. Yep.
Yeah, and I wanted to offer my services to add more spices to the food or something.
I'm good. Just heading back to my quarters. I think I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
same.
he walks out of the quarters, sees you all in the hall, like leaning against the wall, whistling like your hat down. He like looks at you. Svarn gives the weird kind of excuse, the kind of like flip-floppy, like waffly excuse. He gives another weird look to Svarn and then like quickly looks down, kind of embarrassed, and then just like head in his chest, face in his chest, like walks away, kind of sad.
Yeah, well, maybe he shouldn't have tried to scam my scams and card games. Don't play fair, you get tattled on.
He didn't cheat at cards.
No, well, oh well. He did in my heart.
I mean,
No, he just had a lot of money. He just had a lot of money, and I wanted a reason to hate him.
Zavarin, you do know the phrase "niches get stitches," right?
I have so many scars. I'm not really worried. It is hard to stitch up scales, though. I will not lie.
Okay. It's evening, and then as it gets toward evening, they do. Let me see here. Yeah. So toward evening, you're actually out over here somewhere. Me actually trying to get the. Let's see this way. Now it's. You're gonna stay like about there. Okay.
Where?
You can vaguely see off in the. Wait, does anyone? If you borrow spyglass, like the captain's spyglass, you can see off in the distance some of the lights from Visit Head. You see maybe some lanterns, very faint on the water. Perhaps some fishermen with some pots or something like that, setting them out. Actually, it's dark. They're probably not doing that right now. But you see a few little lanterns out on the water, just a few speckles of one or two. But otherwise, the ocean has that steady creak to it, and that sharp, cold scent on the breeze. Very fishy, very mackerel-y. A Spanish mackerel. That's what we decided last time. Dainty Foot. So, Dainty Foot goes about their night routine again, taking one of the bit of the shells, going down to the galley, getting some water, washing their face, washing their dainty feet, throwing the water over the board, and then trying to snuggle in among the ropes. Is there anything you guys are going to do for the night? Otherwise, we'll sort of roll over to the next day.
I have. Is there any chance I'd be able to speak privately with one of my party members in our quarters?
Yes. Well, yes, you may. It's up to you. You're gonna have to. You guys go ahead and negotiate that yourselves.
Okay. I just wanted to ask, any of you, if you recognize the name of the boat owner that the captain mentioned. She said something about Lady Caprices.
Oh yeah, she's the one that Dagmar Theory and I helped to get passage on the boat.
Yeah, weird lady with the bird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was I there that session?
No, you and Zavarin were off getting supplies while us ladies did the heavy
Got the
lifting.
job done.
Well, good job, ladies. So I didn't recognize the name, so I thought I would just double check, so you know who it is, and they seem above board and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the bird thing was kind of weird, but you know.
And I'm good for the night.
Her bird communicates in rap songs. And if you think that's up to code, then yeah, she's all right. But otherwise, a bit off,
Daryl
in my
thing.
opinion.
I do like this is me speaking, not Janera, but I just love that anytime Dagmar decides to talk to an animal, Daryl finds the most creative ways to annoy her.
It makes me
Either
hate
by
I think
them.
it's
either
beautiful.
by
I
the
think it's
voice or the way
magical.
they
I
talk.
love it. It's the greatest thing ever.
It makes me hate animals.
You okay? Did you ever watch like the Wild Thornberries or Doctor Dolittle? You don't get just like sunshine and roses when you talk to animals. Okay,
No. Yeah, I get
That's
the
how it works.
monkey and thornberries. Yeah. Or
Just
worse,
get like a one
honestly.
squirrel that wants to commit genocide or whatever.
Yeah.
My God.
Ooh, cheap viewers. Momentarily, you will be banned. Wait a couple minutes, please. Hold on.
That's really slow.
Hold on.
Okay.
You're gonna be gone. Wait.
I'm gonna let Anna do this because she's been waiting literally
Yeah.
an eternity to ban
Hold
somebody.
on.
So I
Guards!
actually don't think I have admin powers. I'm not gonna lie.
Do
Guards!
not click the link.
Got it.
And nobody click the link while Anna takes half a millennia to get there.
I'm never in the mod view because it takes up more like computer power, so I always have to like warn them, just like ban is coming, just wait.
You're not supposed to warn the people that you're banning that you're about to ban them, Anna.
It's more fun that way.
That defeats the purpose of banning them. They can just leave.
I mean, no, because then they can't come back to the channel.
That'd be like a theory sitting in the tree yelling, "I'm gonna sneak attack you. Just give me a minute. I'm
Right?
just getting my shit together."
Love Will going guards. Guards. Oh my god. Thank you for that. That was fun.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Daryl. I had to.
No. It's fine. This is a shared space, right? Anyways, so
Just protecting our community.
okay, so everybody gets into their footy pajamas, puts on their nightcap, drinks a little bit of warm milk, and then goes to sleep, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Does anyone I want a theory. Go ahead, roll a Constitution save again. The theory, because technically you have been seasick this. Oh wait, no. You had ginger pills. You had your ginger tea, right? So I'll consider you cured. The next up.
Thank you.
Okay. Everybody had hardtack, and fish had soup, and grog. Okay. Next day. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's oh yeah. Okay. I forgot it. So, what we're gonna do is for the next day. Next day's gonna come around. Who wants to help me here? Raise your hand. Who wants to help me? Who's a happy-go-lucky student?
Happy to help with what?
You got to roll a percentile die. Go ahead, Gradal. Roll a percentile die.
What is happening? Who's
Thank
speaking?
you for volunteering yourself, Gradal.
Joy.
Goes.
Who rolled it last time?
But basically, you're rolling to see what's happening along the journey. So this is what's going to happen is each day I'm going to have you roll a percentile die. The higher the value, the better the day is. So 0 is terrible, everybody dies. 100, everybody wins the lotto.
I
But what about
recommend not
20?
rolling a 0.
Out of 20.
20 out of 100,
What?
it's a bad day.
No. 20 out of
Anna,
20, as you know, it's yeah.
What are you on about? It's a percentile
But-
die. It's not a d20. Percentage. Percent means out of 100.
Try to get better odds.
Then it's just in increments of 5. 20 is still a percentile, because it's not about the. Again, it's about percentages. It's not about an absolute value.
Leave the same percentage. Like,
Okay. Since Dagmar is complaining, Dagmar, go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. A 6.
Out of 6.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay. So something happened during the night. You wake up to a lot of grumbling and not shouts of surprise, but just a lot of people complaining like, "Ah, man, I can't believe this. This is awful, man. How did this happen? This doesn't seem right." Okay. What happens is you notice you're actually further from the shore. You're now out out here. And what has happened is, which I'm going to make that. It says you rolled a 20. That's reasonably bad. So what I'm going to do is actually delete this. I'm going to make it go further out. Thank you, Gradhall. I'll put it right there.
Alright.
So somehow the anchor got loose. It's still attached to the boat, but whatever it was attached to at the bottom, got loose, and so the boat drifted. And it drifted that much further away from shore, and so now you're going to have to spend a couple extra hours trying to get back to where you were before.
Hmm.
Do any of you have any tricks in your bag to make the boat go faster?
I can use gust on the sails, but I think I might have something even better.
Go for it. Daintyfoot is eating sugar toast with a bit of tea, with a bit of coffee.
can I join Daintyfoot?
Because
that sounds absolutely pleasant.
Daintyfoot, so Daintyfoot moves over a little bit to give you space to sit down next to them, and they slide the plate over a little bit, and the mug so you can have a taste.
Oh
Excellent.
my god, what is that?
I hate it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Stop it. You're supposed to be my best friend. What are you doing right now?
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying all this.
So, Gretel, how are you helping the ship? How are you helping the boat?
There are two ways that I could possibly do it. I have the gust cantrip that I can use to blow the sails a little bit faster. Or, and it would be a lot more dangerous, but move us a lot quicker. I also have tidal wave prepared.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh
Do
my
it.
god.
Do it right now. Nothing can go wrong. I wholeheartedly believe in this.
Oh my god.
What's the worst that could happen?
Daintyfoot falls off
We
board.
Okay,
capsize the
hold
boat,
on. Hold on. I heard Daintyfoot might get hurt, so maybe I redact my comment.
No, if that's the very worst thing, then like nothing bad can really happen.
I mean, we can't. We could lose Dagmar though. Actually, you know what? Do it. That actually sounds like wonderful.
Well, I can use the gust cantrip, but I'm not using tidal wave unless, like, is that something that could even possibly help, or would it just damage the boat?
Okay.
What does it say? Can you put it in chat?
Okay, so I'll read tidal
agree.
wave. You conjure up a wave of water that crashes down in an area within range. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dex saving throw. If not damage, on a successful, you take half damage. The water then spreads out across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unpredictable flames in the area. So the thing is that you're basically summoning water, right? Because it's under conjuration school. Now the thing is,
Right.
though, because you're assuming that you're on dry land, there is no actual water. You just magically summon it out of nowhere, and then you let it go. In this case, I'm not going to count those sorts of rules. It's just you summon it, and it starts to propel you forward, and then that's how it's going to work. Because there's nothing to stop you. You have actual water here.
Yeah.
And
So it's basically what I'm trying to do is a version of control water.
Yeah.
With the spell, which is really dicey, but possible. But I wouldn't want to do it without okay from the captain, because it's her boat and it's her call.
I'm just picturing what is that movie? The Poseidon Adventure? Where the whole yacht, or not yacht, the cruise liner is hit by a tidal wave and then flips upside
Yeah.
down.
Poseidon Adventure.
It fully capsizes.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to have, especially with us on board.
Yeah, and since it's a
Sure,
cantrip
it will be
for
fine.
you, it seems like maybe
Well,
try gust
is
of
a
wind.
cantrip.
Yeah, try that
Yeah.
since it's a cantrip,
Gust
and
is
you
a
don't have to.
cantrip, and I can just keep it going. Whereas tidal
Yeah.
wave is a third level spell.
Save
And if I
that in
did
our
it, I
back
wouldn't do
pocket.
it on the boat. I do it like 30, 40 feet on the back of the boat, and then it would spread that 30 feet and then push the water the rest of the way towards us and move us forward. But again, I ain't doing this without the captain say so.
Okay.
All
So
right. Well, we can keep that in our back pocket for fun later.
So the thing is, right, the gust is you push a medium-sized creature 5 feet. The boat's not medium-sized. So
No, I'm
God.
talking about the sails, basically.
yeah. But the basic principle is the same. That Okay, you create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds. The object is pushed up to 10 feet away from you. So it's 5 pounds worth of pressure going 10 feet.
Yeah, which is not much. Yeah, that's not much.
So basically, it's a grad doll standing on deck, blowing air on the sails.
Hey, Gretel, could you shapeshift into a whale and tow us in?
I don't think so.
Jacob talking nods of Aaron. No, he cannot.
Okay.
He is not high enough level to do that.
He was an owl once. I just figured I'd ask.
My whole thing
No,
is
that was a very valid question. Like, great idea.
Features all that well.
It's a great concept, but like, no, that's a higher CR than he currently is.
Okay.
Or Dagmar can talk to dolphins and tow us in.
Oh, come on, Eliza Thornberry, let's go.
That never goes well.
Yeah, I doubt they would like me to do that. But one thing I could do, and then Dagmar picks up like a small little paddle that she finds on the side of like the deck somewhere, and she's like, I could row us back to shore.
Uh-huh.
I like
sure,
that.
sure you can.
There's no way she could reach like over the railing to even reach water.
Well,
paddle.
it's Dagmar, so she's sure as hell gonna try.
She's sure as hell gonna try, yeah.
Well, my assumption actually is Greta would not grab a paddle. She would actually grab the rudder, thinking it's a paddle.
Yeah. That checks out.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, I suppose I could sing my beautiful songs and
Well, no, we're
summon
good.
some
That's fine.
animals to perhaps assist us if they are so inclined.
I don't think any of us need to be exposed to that right now. That's okay.
So this is actually a specific thing about the boat. Whoops, not that way, not that way. Let me see if I can do. Yes, there we go. So if you look actually toward the back and the side of the boat, that's the rudder. Actually, they have like side rudders that you're supposed to use to control the ship. My assumption is Dagmar's grabbing that thing and sort of wiggling with it, assuming that it's a paddle.
Yep. That happened.
Okay. You give that suggestion to the captain. The captain looks at you funny and is not quite sure what to say. She does ask you, do you think it'll work? Do you think you can do it?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. It's a long shot, and there's a chance that it could damage or capsize a boat. So it's definitely dangerous. But I just wanted to ask you whether you think it's worth the risk, or whether we just want to take the time to head back towards the port.
Well, I'm
not doing anything unless I have your say so. You're in charge.
Okay. She asks you how well you can control it.
Let me double check the spell.
Yeah, it says up to. So I'm going to leave that to you to be able to control it.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So this is, it can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, up to 10 feet. So I can make it less tall, right? I can make it less tall, right? The full 10 feet wide, but less tall. But it also has a range of 120 feet. So I could have the actual force of the tidal wave.
From you to the point where it originates is 120 feet, but the area that is affected is 30 feet long. So I'm going to assume that the wave travels 30 feet in 6 seconds, because that's what the round is. Around 6 seconds, 30 feet in 6 seconds. So that's 300 feet a minute. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, that's 300 feet a minute times 60 minutes. That's 18,000 feet. What is it? 5, 6. It's
so
like 3 miles
potentially
an
dumb
hour.
question. Can you?
It's like what?
Can you originate a tidal wave underwater, like to displace some of the energy?
No, well, I mean it's so remember, so this is me trying to be physical for whatever my knowledge is that the waves on the ocean are basically like the waves, so you have a rope where it goes up and down in that kind of rounded, like undulating motion. It just doesn't have a crest unless it hits the shoreline, because basically the wave is, think of like a door, like a big plank of wood traveling, standing up. It hits the shoreline, so the shoreline trips it at the bottom, and so it falls forward, and that falling forward motion, that's the crest of the wave. Since we're in the middle of the ocean, you're not going to have the crest of the wave. The whole water is just going to go rise up and then down. But you want it to move forward 300 feet a minute, which I think is 3 miles an hour. It helps.
So you said it's about 3 miles an hour?
I think I did that right. Let me make sure. Let me double check my math. I can't remember how many feet are in a mile. Oh, 5,280. Sorry, I messed up there. So 18,000 divided by 5,280. It's about 3.4 miles per hour.
All right. Should I go for it? Because I figure
Yeah.
if I put it like 30 or 40 feet out, that should give enough force to move it forward without damaging the boat.
Well, you're just gonna do it. Yeah. I mean, like you're just gonna cast it some distance behind the boat. The water will swell
Yeah.
up, make the wave, and it'll push forward 30 feet. So that's fine. Just at the back of the
Okay.
boat, so the whole back of the boat rises up and then shoots forward a little bit.
Okay. So I'll say to the captain, I think I can do it, but everybody should be warned to hold tight.
The captain looks a little bit worried, but agrees. And then tells everybody take a few minutes to lash everything down, make everything tight, steady. Hold on to your butts. So Daintyfoot ties their little pot tightly around their head, and you can cast the spell.
All right.
How do you cast a spell? 22 damage to the boat.
Oh dear, I hope not. So yeah, I'm basically going to head to the stern of the boat, down near where like the curling dragon's mouth is.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it so it's pointed towards shore. The boat is currently pointed towards shore, heading back that way, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast it because I want it to, the force you said is going to be 30 feet long, about 20 feet or so back of the boat, so that it will hit the stern directly, but also as equally as possible.
Okay, well,
just to give it a good push forward.
What I want you to do is I want you to roll a whatever your spell ability, that statistic on your character. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
I want you to do a wisdom check.
All right. Would this be something that I would be able to do guidance on, or no?
Shoot, go for it. Guidance yourself.
I want to let it be known just on the side while he's doing this that I am within arm's reach of Daintyfoot just in case anything goes wrong. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh.
Okay, so guidance yourself. Go ahead, roll the d4.
Okay, well, I'll do the wisdom check first.
Oh wait, no. Do the d4 first.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, good.
All
That's
right,
fine.
I'll
Go
do
ahead.
the
Go
D4
do the
first.
d4 first because that's your You have to guidance yourself before you cast the spell technically. But go ahead, roll the d4.
Oh, okay.
A 3 plus a 7, a 10.
Ugh.
Okay. Trying to think. You cast this, so you guidance yourself. You like, I don't know, you cross your chest or whatever and kiss your Oh, you don't have a holy symbol, but you kiss a flower. I don't know, something. The wave swells up behind the boat, behind the stern. It rolls forward. The whole boat lifts, but because you were you didn't quite line it up quite right. Like things were a little bit off center, so the boat does pitch forward, but it actually kind of goes a little bit at an angle. It's kind of a little crooked as it swells up. It rolls over the top of the wave. The wave comes up, pushes the boat lurches forward. it's a little bit crooked, and then the wave disappears, and the boat does get a small boost forward, but not the full 3.5 miles per hour. It gets like 2.5. Okay, but you're moving forward. You're moving forward a little bit faster now.
Well, that was something anyway. And the boat seems okay. There doesn't appear to be any damage to it or anything.
None that you notice at this point.
Okay.
The captain's like looks at everybody. Is everybody okay? Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. Okay. The captain thanks you for your help, and then she just figures like, well, I guess it didn't work that well. We'll have to still do it most of it the hard way. And with that, they tighten the sails or whatever, and then I don't know how to sail. They adjust it and they try to get the boat back where it needs to be. Graddall, your tummy is rumbling from all this exertion.
I guess I'll go below deck and make myself a salad.
Okay.
My tummy is also rumbling from that experience, so I would also like to go get some food.
Okay, so go ahead, guys. You are now munching on whatever breakfast you would expect to get from a ship. Again, hardtack, fish sauce, grog, mead. It all tastes very salty. And a lemon if you want, because you have to keep off scurvy. You have not been at sea that long. You don't have scurvy. Yes. Okay. And just to make everything fun, everybody roll Constitution saves for seasickness.
Doing it.
The theory again, vomits all over my shoes. Like,
No. I'm getting good at not vomiting on other people. I'm an experienced vomiter now.
A theory vomits just once. Just once. Genera, Graddall feel very queasy, but they can hold it in. Zvar and Dagmar, like a champ. Dagmar has done too much binge drinking for this to affect her. Okay.
I'm an experienced traveler. Thank you very much.
Okay. The boat is gonna make its way like this. Since you have to start like off yeah, kind of like a slow start behind. Yeah, kind of like. So you by this time it's like mid-morning. By the time you're actually getting to this point, you the captain is a little bit anxious about actually trying to stop and visit Head, but figures what they might have to, because otherwise they're gonna have to anchor like really far from a settlement, and she'd rather not do that. So you're gonna turn back around a little bit slightly and make your way toward here, and you're gonna end up there in late afternoon. You're gonna end up there late afternoon, not quite the evening. You'll have enough time to do whatever shopping, vacation, whatever you want on the shore. Now, on the way there, on the boat, is there anything that you want to do? Anything that you're thinking of?
I like to fish some more.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a nature Yeah, go ahead, do roll nature. If you have fishing equipment,
Nature or survival?
or survival, yeah, do survival. And if you would like, do you have
I didn't
proficiency in
catch
survival?
anything. Nope, I didn't catch anything. I'm gonna cast. Can I? Do I have to re-roll to cast again,
We'll just say
or am
that
I
this
just
is
skunked for
how
the
much
whole
it cost.
day?
This is for you for like an hour. Okay. Um, if you want, go ahead and roll for every hour of fishing to see what you can catch. Etheria, are you doing anything special?
Yeah, because I picked up.
Jesus, really? Sorry.
No, that's pretty funny. I picked up some fishing tackle at our last stop, so I'm going to fish too.
Okay, then. So for 3 hours, Varin, you will catch one thing, and I'm gonna make down a few notes here.
Bet.
I'm gonna write that down right here. Okay, go ahead, Etheria, roll. Okay, how many hours do you catch? Are you just like, oh, first hour, fantastic?
Yeah, how many did I get in the first hour?
Okay. So Etheria
Enough to
catches a nice,
Mhm.
large amberjack yellowtail. The sucker is
Whoa.
like 20 pounds. It's a beautiful silver color with a blue back and yellow stripe running down it. Long, thin, like smooth, shiny fins. Uh, fantastic condition. #1 quality. Um, if you'd like, you can turn that sucker into hamachi sushi if sashimi if you'd like.
Yes, I'm going to share it with my party, my adventurers.
Okay, fantastic. I don't know if anybody knows how to do nigiri. Anyways, um,
No.
Zvarin, you catch a red snapper, a nice red snapper. Its sucker is like maybe 6 pounds.
Ah, sure.
Does it bite
Can I
him?
argue?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I argue that Zavarin would know how to properly cook up fish as being a
My
traveler?
God.
Let's say I maybe might have performed in a town that would have taught me how to do that. DM discretion, of course.
I
Raise your hand if you're also a traveler. I think all of us have just raised our hands.
look, Zvarin. I think for some of those details, I'll let you decide. You could have worked at the D&D version of Hooters for all I care. That's fine.
It was the D&D version of Benihana. Thank you very much.
Okay, there we go.
Just a hibachi.
Aww.
So go ahead and do whatever you want with the red snapper. You have full access to the kitchen galley, and you can get help from the cook, or you can get help from Daintyfoot. Either is fine. Genera Gradal seems to be muted, so I'll go Genera. Genera, are you doing anything specific?
I'm gonna go over to Dagmar and be like, hey, you want to go ashore and see if we can find you a companion?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like that.
Okay, we can
I
go
can't
do
wait
that.
for Dagmar to come back with the most obscene animal companion possible.
I come back with a miniature crab.
with.
And then I put a
It's gonna be like a
shell.
hermit crab. It's gonna be like a hermit crab that wants to commit genocide. It's the only one I have. Just wants to commit genocide for the craziest detail I can think of.
And then I take a little tiny shell and I put it on its head, and then the shell looks like a wizard hat. So it's like a tiny little wizard hat.
Wrote yourself out of getting a hermit crab.
I know I did.
You just got way too excited. Daryl's like, and crossing that one off the list.
Okay, so again, I Okay, for some of the smaller details, you guys can go ahead, like Dagmar, you can go ahead and pick whatever little animal you'd like. Just tell me which one you think you find, and then we'll come up with a price.
What? You're not part of this. I'm just gonna simply bring one back, and that's gonna be how it is.
Oh, you're gonna hunt one. You're gonna get on the beach and just run around and catch one.
She's gonna catch one like you do in Pokemon. Except
Daryl-
instead of throwing Pokeball, she's just gonna hit it over the head with the bottom of her axe.
I was gonna say she's gonna
Daryl-
throw a rock at it and hope it comes home with her.
Just like knock it out.
Oh my god. Daryl, this might be your world, but this is my beach.
I don't know how that gives you an advantage in any way whatsoever.
Okay.
We should each pick an animal and then make Dagmar roll a D6 and determine what animal she gets.
Oh my god, all 5 of us can. Daryl, you can leave now. You're not included anymore. We can all like. We can
You're
all
not picking an
roll
animal. You don't get to
for-
pick an animal. Daryl's the 6th. Yours is just a nothing slot.
Okay. All right. I'll
First
let
off, you
Dagmar
can't do
choose
math
the
because-
animal, as long as it's mundane. If you're like, I want to have a Pegasus unicorn
What?
with rainbow mane and a rainbow
Oh
tail,
my god.
you have to roll for it. Okay, you will have to roll to see if you can even find it. But otherwise, there you have
What
it.
about a velociraptor?
Velociraptor counts as special. It's less difficult to find.
Because of the meteor. Fine.
Daryl.
Yes.
Daryl, I don't mean to embarrass you like this, but it's called an alicorn when it's a flying unicorn. I thought you'd want to know that.
Look, I want to make sure that the
My
audience
God.
understands. Okay, we always have to sort of like assume that this is the person's first episode.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Dagmar, just so you know, we're gonna be stopping more places than just here, so if you don't find the one, we can look elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I like take your hand and you lead me off the boat. I'm like sad.
Okay, so all right, so you're both getting off the boat, but nothing on the way, right? Are you doing anything on the way, Grad Doll?
No, nothing I was planning on doing on the way.
Okay. So okay. You make it. You eventually make it to Bizzet Head. It's late afternoon. We're talking like maybe 4 o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's you could keep sailing for, let's say, another 3 hours, but then you would really be in the middle of the water, away from anything. And the captain was like, "Let's just stay here at port, to keep things safe. We can do a little bit of trading here." So the so she just foregoes trying to make up the lost time from this morning. You're here at Bizzet Head. There's a lot of sandy, like sandbanks and like sandy islands all over the place. So the boat coming in was a little bit too tricky. They had to go slow to make sure they didn't beach it or hit the bottom. So they actually had to anchor a little bit far. No. The port itself is deep enough so they can come close. But you notice that there's a lot of people gathering shellfish on the shore. There's a lot of like sandpipers. You hear a lot of like twirling from the birds. I got to learn some bird calls. I really need to learn some whippoorwills. The once you get off the port, or once you get off the boat, you're on the dock. There's other little boats around. A lot of them much smaller, much shallower to deal with the shallow waters here. Here, you notice a bit more goblins and hobgoblins than you did in Clark. You can find all of the basic shops that you would get for your regular supplies of basic weapons, basic armor, basic food, clothing, whatever. If there is something specific you want to be getting, we can discuss that. But let's see. So, Genera, Dagmar, I'm assuming then you're going to go hunting for an animal, a companion animal. Do you ask help from any of the
Yeah.
party? Do you ask help
Nope.
from Daintyfoot?
Nope.
I mean, I don't know. Do you want Gradall to see if Gradall, wants to come help us? Because he's pretty good with animals.
Oh yeah, Mr. Daintyfoot, do you want to choose it, Dagmar? And if not, then I will let you go safely. No.
But was he
Hey,
wrong?
Dagmar, that was kind of rude.
What?
You did kidnap the pig.
Well,
Are you gonna come back with like a teacup Tarask or something?
no. I'm googling. I'm
It'd be
googling
cute.
cool animals. I'm googling
Do you
right
need help?
now.
Like, do you actually need help?
No.
Okay, no, I'm genuinely asking. I'm not I'm not playing a character. Like, I actually want to know because I have a bunch of weird D&D beasts in my back pocket that I can message you on the side about.
No, I want a mundane animal. I want
Ooh,
a mundane.
cranium rat, cranium rat, cranium rat.
No. I'm shopping on Google right now. Shush. If I need you, I'll call.
Okay.
I'll sound the horn.
The the captain allows everybody so the captain gets off the ship, and you can see that the captain starts to do a little bit of haggling, a little bit of business with some of the merchants on the docks, and you can see that they exchange a little bit of the clay pots. Basically all of the salespeople or sailors, not salespeople, sailors, the sailing people, they're basically allowed leave, except Bill. Bill's the captain orders Bill to stay on board to help with certain chores with the boat. And everything sort of happens normally, mundanely. Is there anything specific you guys want to do on the at the port in town? If it's something special, we can do that right now. If it's a mundane thing, like you want to get your hair cut or you want to buy something, you can just sort of mark that on your character sheet.
No, nothing for me.
Okay.
I'm good.
Dagmar, did you decide on your companion animal?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay. So,
I went to the beach. Genera, I changed my mind. I'm gonna try to have Dagmar be a separate person from myself. Surprise, surprise. I went to the beach and I came back with a lynx.
a lynx on the beach
A lynx on the beach.
is a little weird.
No, it's not.
Is it some sort of like lynx? Does it have like a fishtail? Like,
Nope. Nope. I once did a survey on a cut bank before when the water was down, and I saw lynx tracks.
So a lynx on the beach. There's a lynx on the beach.
I hope it's a disguised displacer beast.
Okay. Okay. That's a little bit on the odd side. It is not as rare as a Velociraptor. I'll give you that. Or
Thank you.
Deinonychus, whatever.
Thank you.
Don't ride me, Zvarin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to roll a percentile die. This is going to tell us how much of a lynx it is.
What? Okay.
Go ahead, just roll a percentile die.
So
You could have said Blink Dog.
100?
You have to roll a percentile die.
Right. So the D100?
Yes.
Okay. I can. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't want it anymore.
Why?
You just throw it off board.
I'll take whatever pets she abandons.
Okay.
It's a magic lynx.
Okay. I'm looking up something. Okay. All right. So you. Okay. So you catch this. Okay. I want you to also roll an animal handling check because I'm trying to decide just how you caught the thing.
Okay.
A 10. Okay.
There was a struggle.
So you see this lynx. You see this wild cat with pointy ears and like a little short stubby tail, long legs, and it seems to be sort of pawing among the reeds and bushes. Assumingly it's on a hunt. You pull out, I guess, a piece of the craw demon or something like that, with like a bit of shell with a little bit chunk of meat still hanging off the end. You're like, here, kitty, here, kitty. The lynx kind of looks at you and it's kind of like it's not sure what to do. You're the one it doesn't approach you. You approach it, and you keep offering the food. It doesn't back down. You keep offering the food. It doesn't accept it. You're basically trying to shove the food in its face, still not taking it. So you have to like grab it by the neck into a headlock and then try to shove the bait down its throat. Like, Lynx, take the bait. You're my friend. And with that, you consider it captured. It's now befriended. You haven't let go. You stand up with it still in a headlock, so its legs are dangling, and you walk back to the boat as such. You may edit the story as you like.
Can I charm it?
You just did. That was the animal handling. You did a 10.
Okay.
Like I said, you may edit that story as you like, Dagmar. You may sprinkle your own flavor onto it.
Okay. Right now?
If you'd like. Otherwise, we're just going to walk back to the boat.
Okay. I went to the beach and I was crying and Janera was like, there. And I was just crying into my hands. And we're just standing on the beach and then Janera pats me and is like, wait, look up. And I said, no, I can't, because there's no animals on the beach whatsoever. But then she keeps patting me and she's like, no, look up, look over there. And I said, no, I can't. If it's a crab, I don't care. And Janera's like, it's not a crab. So I look up and I see this lynx and it's just standing there. And then it takes its cute little paw and it paws the sand. And in the sand, it writes, I love you, Dagmar. And then I run over to it and it runs to me. And we hug each other and we're both crying. And it's like love at first sight, and it's the most beautiful thing ever. And then the sun comes out from over the clouds, and it's just like everything is right in the world again. And so I say, "Do you want to come with me?" And then it has this sparkle in its eyes, and so it reaches its paw up, and I take hold of it, and then we walk back to the boat hand in hand, but it's walking with 3 of its other little paws.
Lame.
Okay, we'll cut the
That was
difference. What really
disgusting.
happened is somewhere in between. Okay, like somewhere in the middle.
She like threw something at it and it said, I guess I'll go with you. Why not? Can it have a New Jersey accent, please?
I will practice a New
Please, please,
Jersey
please. Or like
accent.
New York. You know what I'm talking about, like that dirty accent. Sorry if you're from New Jersey. I don't respect your accent at all.
I'm gonna
You know,
have to watch The
right?
Sopranos or something.
Yeah, like it's a mobster.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's fine. I'll try to practice that accent in due time. Everybody. Okay, so everybody, got off the boat, went to the docks. They had clam chowder, or they had raw oysters, or no, they had oysters Rockefeller, or they had takoyaki, or they had a lobster sandwich, a poor boy, or I don't know, whatever. Maybe a crawfish boil, whatever. You all come back to the boat. If you did have such feast, make sure to pay off a silver. It'll cost you silver for your nice meal. You come back to the boat. Genera and Dagmar come back triumphantly to the boat with a wild animal in tow. So I want Zvarin, Genera, Gradal, and a Theory all to roll nature check.
You said nature?
Check.
Yeah, nature.
Oh, I have no pluses on that. This is gonna be fun. Yay! I failed. that's it. I failed.
Okay, so Dagmar is like, look at my lynx. It's a beautiful lynx. It's the best lynx in the world. Nobody has a lynx like it.
Careful.
The lynx is a little
Oh,
bit
Daryl.
small for what you're sort of expecting. It's a little bit tiny. You're expecting a lynx to be kind of a big cat. It's a little bit small. It's like a big house cat. It's a little bit on the small side.
It's a baby.
Okay.
It's a baby.
It's an adult. It's a middle-aged man. Okay.
With a New Jersey accent.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to work on that accent.
I mean, you can make it however goofy you want, but you know the energy that I'm projecting out there into the world.
Okay, so okay, that's to a Theory. I need one to Genera. And one more to Grad Doll. Okay. Zvarin, you're like, huh? It's a really big, weird-looking cat. Not quite sure. It's got really long legs. It's got pointy ears, and it kind of hisses at you a little.
Very cat. It's definitely a cat.
That's-
She's lying. Whatever this lynx thing is, it's probably a cat.
We bonded.
It's a cat.
You
Like,
bonded.
why does that lynx have such a short tail?
That's
don't-
because it's a bobcat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bobcat.
I
Can
have
we
to
name him
Google
Robert?
this.
I'm
We
gonna
can name
call
him Lynx.
Yeah, you can leave it. Name the bobcat Lynx.
Hey.
We can.
Ro-
Or
Ro-
Bobbert. Bobbert is also an
No.
option that was still on the table.
Robert B.
No.
Lynx.
This is
That's good.
This is my little buddy. And I'm gonna name my little buddy what I want to name my little buddy. We have to think on this.
Is it
No,
Spartacus?
you took too long, which means that we get to name it now.
No,
I'm thinking
you
Bobbert. Bobbert
get
R. Oh, a bobcat is actually
Oh my god.
the technical name for a bobcat is Lynx rufus. It should be named Rufus Lynx.
Rufus.
Rufus Lynx.
Janera, they're trying to name my cat.
I'm just gonna like pat Dagmar on the shoulder. It's like, it's okay, Dagmar. You can name your cat whatever you want. They're just giving you suggestions.
I don't like the suggestions.
Okay, well then you don't have to use any of their suggestions.
Like covering the cat's ears so that the cat doesn't hear any of this.
I mean, you could also talk to the cat. Maybe the cat already has a name.
No.
Hi, my name is Steven. I don't know why you're trying to name me Crazy Green Lady.
Well, I'll let you decide on the bobcat's name later.
Okay, thank you.
That's up to you guys. You can, if you want to retcon it a little bit, that's fine. We can come up with a name for it. That's okay.
It's like people who take their babies home from the hospital, but then they tell the nurses, we have to get a feel for the name first, so we'll get back to you on that. They do that.
Yeah,
I really hope psychopaths don't do that.
that's perfectly fine. The only thing that I'm not allowing is you may not have a gender reveal party.
Okay.
Amen.
All right, amen. Yeah.
Burn down half of Goblin Town.
That's how the first one started.
Right.
That's how it started.
There's just like I just like picture this royal decree that's just up in the middle of each town square that just says like no gender reveal parties or else.
What if it was Daintyfoot's gender reveal party?
Then
That's
it
up
wouldn't
to you
happen
guys.
because Daintyfoot respects society. Do you respect society, Dagmar?
Oh my god. No, I mean the mayor put on
No, you don't?
a thing
Okay.
for Daintyfoot.
I think we all agree that we hate the mayor and love Daintyfoot, so.
Oh my god.
I mean, we don't know anything about the mayor, so.
And that's why we hate him. It's just easier this way.
Well, we know he wears a lot of hats, both metaphorically and literally.
True.
This is like that guy in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where he just like puts on a different hat and pretends to be somebody else too. But he does have like a set of hats on top of his head.
See, now I'm going to keep my eye out to see if there are any stray cabbage vendors anywhere we go.
Yeah.
Daryl has amazing opportunities right now.
If we're gonna do cabbage vendors, I'm gonna make it like Nurse Joy in Pokemon. Every single town has a cabbage vendor, and they all look exactly the same.
Are they
But
all
they
related?
refuse to acknowledge. They refuse to acknowledge anything about the other ones, right?
I mean, to be
They're like,
fair,
"Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been here the whole time."
the cabbage vendor in The Last Airbender just kind of shows up everywhere. And it's like the same guy, and he's always very upset when his cabbages get destroyed.
Yeah, but I think it adds a little magic to it when you do the Nurse Joy effect, when it's like there is just an identical copy in every single. So that way, if we piss one off, then it's like it's not like it's set in stone.
Yeah. Just confirming there's no copyright infringement or anything with us discussing it or anything like that, right?
No, it should be fine.
No. Okay.
It's probably fine. It will just become lettuce heads if if cabbages is trademarked.
Let's see here.
Look, it's the town rhubarb vendor.
Okay. All right. So you all go to bed. I assume I assume everybody puts on their fuzzy bunny slippers, their footy pajamas, or footy pajamas. It's weird to have footy pajamas and slippers, maybe. Nightcaps, put on your what is it, your facial masks, whatever, the green clay, whatever, and then the little cucumber slices. Drink your warm milk, and you go to sleep. I'm assuming Dagmar is falling asleep hugging the bobcat.
My little guy. Yeah.
If there's anything
And it
else,
never woke up after that. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no. If there's anything else specific you guys going to do before you go to sleep, or while you want to do in the night, you can either declare it now or send me a message. Otherwise, we're going to roll over to the next morning.
I'm good. I think I'm ready
I'm
for
good.
end of day.
Okay. Let's see. Who has some good luck? A theory. Go ahead, roll the percentile.
Okay.
$90.
Ooh.
Gradal, roll a d6.
I'm going to roll a d6.
Oh,
6.
fantastic.
By the way, guys, I came up with a name.
Yes.
His name's gonna be Tony.
With the Jersey accent.
I
Did
looked
you-
it.
Did
I looked it
you
up. I'm
make
on
sure that this
Reddit,
was a
and it's
boy
like-
at first?
It's gonna be. I looked it up, and it says, "What names do you think of when you think of New Jersey?" And Tony kept coming up, and I'm just like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, just name him like Tony Spaghetti or something racist like that. I mean,
There's also Giovanni, but I'm not going that direction.
I'm telling Amit.
Okay, wait. I don't know if you guys know this one, but where do I have it? So remember those archaeologist dwarves? Remember the one that I made look like Lady Gaga? That one was supposed to be Amit, Kate Maniti, Dr. Kate
Yeah.
Maniti.
Can we have her back as the? Can we have
Mhm.
her back as the links?
Well, because
Guest star.
the thing is, I already told her name, and I'm trying to remember her name. Let me go back up. Let me see if I
It
can
was
find it.
spectacular. That's all I remember.
I've got the file. It might be in the file name, but I'll pop it in the survey.
I
for people
talked to
who have
her, so
access to
I'm like scrolling.
Yeah, it's in the file name.
Which
It's Spaghettina Francino.
Oh no. Wait. I'm trying to remember how you spelled it. How do you spell the Fran?
It's in the survey.
Because I take notes and I save things.
That's it. Yeah, Spaghettina Francino.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Spaghettina Francino. So there you go. There is a spaghettina in the world. I'd have to upload the picture. Anyways, I'll upload that later. So anyways, you rolled 6 again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this color. So once again, you're going. You actually you wake up the next morning. Everything gets loaded. Everything actually goes very smoothly, perfectly smoothly. Since you rolled so well, and the boat is actually able to travel with a good wind, like a very good wind, in exactly the right direction. And so you guys are actually able to get to the next town, and it's actually quite early. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning by the time you get there. So you have enough time. So the captain's like, well, since we're making such good time, we can actually just keep going, or we can stop here at Bog Bay real quick to get something. But otherwise, we're just going to keep going.
Is there anything that we need to know about Bog Bay that might be useful to us? Do we remember like the name of the town or anything about it?
Well, as you are moving westward, as you're moving more and more westward, so I don't know if I did the geography right. I didn't quite do it right. I'm sure some geologist or whatever is gonna be nitpicky. That's fine. That's fine. I'm strong. I'm an adult. I can take it. But basically, as you go east, you just go westward. The land is more and more flat. And so you're getting more and more of those sandbanks and swampy areas, and so that's why this one's called Bog Bay. But the basic sort of geographical terrain here is going to be very stereotypical for the rest of the way. You're going to hit swamps, you're going to hit bogs, and so this is. If you talk to the captain, she explains that Bog Bay is just kind of. It's a small village, and is meant to be the sort of trading arm of Pimdor, which is the bigger city that's closer to the lake that's upstream. But Pimdor is way out over there because the land is more solid. It's not quite so swampy. There's not as bad floodings from storms, so it's a much more stable settlement. And so that's where the larger city is. But in terms of Bog Bay, all the swampy stuff, you can get a alligator head as a souvenir, like it's Florida. Still kind of want one. Otherwise, you get stuff from Pimdor, and Pimdor is going to have a little bit of stuff more from the interior. Like some kinds of woods, but more like mesquite. So they're kind of like specialty woods or timber, not like big pines, which is more what you got from Clark. This is a good place for flowers. Bog Bay is actually, and Pimdor is actually quite famous for its flowers. So if you want to trade for some flower seeds. And I was gonna say snakes, but snakes. There's plenty of snakes. Lots of snakes. Big snakes. Terribly large, horrifyingly terrifying snakes.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
And because of that, they do have a market in trading animal parts for medicine. So like snake livers, deer hooves, deer antlers. What else? Dried lizards, pufferfish, just stuff like that.
I'm good to skip it if everybody else is.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you skip it. So let me see. So you skip it. So the boat just keeps traveling.
I'm just picturing Daryl with like a huge stack of like information about this place and quests and people and characters and drawings. And he just takes that big stash and just dumps it in a trash can. It's just like, okay, we're skipping it. Fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We're skipping it.
I mean, that's why he punishes us.
I think that's probably a good one. That's a pretty good distance. We can go a little bit further. We can go just a tiny bit further. You're gonna stop right there. Since you made good time. Okay, so you've actually made a really good distance. You've gone actually like 30% further than what the captain was expecting. However, you did stop a little bit late in the night, so this is now like maybe 7 o'clock. Like 7 or 6 o'clock. Maybe not quite that late because the thing is that we knew that there's the sandbanks and they don't want to hit it, and there's no lights, right? There's no lighthouses. There's maybe a few speckling of fishing villages along the way, but they only have like one or two little lights off in the distance. But otherwise, it is very still. Just the sound of the lapping of the waves, sort of tapping the side of the boat. The stars and Milky Way above you. And the cool breeze kind of flapping the ropes and rigging of the boat. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else specific you guys want to do for on your travels? Svarn, are you continuing to fish, or are you going to go back to trying to make more armor for Daintyfoot?
Daintyfoot armor.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Can't remember what we did for the roll.
Was it just a D20?
It might have been just a D20. Yeah. I think you
Here,
did a
let
custom
me
roll,
scroll
and
up
you
the
did.
rolls.
Yeah, you did a custom roll. So just roll a D20. That's
Okay. Is a theory helping me again, or?
okay. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and roll. Make an intelligence roll. So this is just going to be with your intelligence modifier if you have one.
Fine. I guess I can do that. It's not good.
Nope.
Okay. So this is going to represent for every single hour. How many hours would you like to spend doing this? So you roll once every
3.
hour.
So 2 more rolls.
Okay, go for it.
Oof, that was even worse than the last one. Give me something. I'm gonna retire these digital die. I'm literally gonna go change these right now. I'm so mad.
I'm trying to okay, so this is an old reference. Once again, I was born in the 1900s. Everyone, please forgive me. Your armor looks like it was made by Carol Burnett pulling the curtains off the
Jesus.
off the window in order to make the armor.
But they're made with love, Daryl, and that's all that matters.
Daintyfoot.
All that matters.
Okay. Daintyfoot appreciates it, the effort. Daintyfoot understands your sincerity. Daintyfoot gives you a slight boop with the nose.
Oh my god.
Love it. Appreciate. I give a little pat on the head.
Oh.
It's okay. Tell us, Dagmar.
I'm gonna turn that pig into bacon one of these days.
Right,
sorry, what was
bring the
that?
cat off the boat.
Is anyone doing?
Come at me. Let's go.
Are you doing anything else?
I'm good. That's all I had was armor making.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm going to teach Dagmar how to properly do Tai Chi since she seems interested.
Okay.
God.
Dagmar, what are you doing about the bobcat?
I am giving my little guy a lot of snick snacks. I am training my little dude to do the command heal. And so he's staying by my leg, and he knows a couple other tricks too. We work day and night on this. And I'm giving my little guy a lot of cuddles, and we're as happy as can. We are as happy as can be.
I want you to roll a nature check.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We are as happy as can be.
As I suspected, you love your bobcat tremendously. You are completely enamored with the bobcat. The bobcat, however, is basically like Charizard from Pokemon. It kind of doesn't care, but still follows you anyway. So there are
You
times
saved it at the end there. Cool.
So there are times when you're like, "Come here, bobcat! Come here, bobcat!" It's like napping, looks up at you, puts his head back down, and then gets the little snot bubble as it's snoring. Happens more than once.
Okay, I'll accept that. We'll get there. It'll be a beautiful hard fought thing. It'll be just like Charizard in Pokemon. Thank you for the comparison.
Didn't mean the part where it breathes fire and flies, just for the record, Dagmar.
We'll get there.
Trying to think. In so yeah. Anyways, the Gradol or Theory. Did you want to do anything?
I'm
No.
just plenty entertained watching everybody have some fun and get to know their different animal companions fairly well.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna roll over to the next day. Let's see, Genera. Go ahead, roll a percentile die. Svarin, roll a d6.
I need to get a band-aid.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Go ahead, get a band-aid. Dagmar, cover for him.
No, I'm back. I got it.
Okay,
I got
okay.
it. What am I doing? D6?
Yeah, d6.
I got it. We're good.
I was so
It's
ready.
2. I know, that's why I had to beat you.
Okay. Okay. So the 74 is a pretty good thing. As you're sort of traveling along, actually, I'm gonna look up something real quick.
I hope it's a good look up something, not a bad look up something. Daryl looking things up.
I just want to be like as accurate as possible.
Daryl types into Google, how big is a Tarrasque? Is it Godzilla sized? Enter.
All right.
Okay.
Will this kill my party?
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So this is okay. This is actually probably I'm fudging it slightly. Okay. I'm fudging it slightly. But what happens is as you're sort of sailing along the coast here. Let's see. Let's do the next color here. You're sailing along here. And as you're sailing along, you hit like a school of fish. Not just any fish, it's flying fish. And so a ton of flying fish just come over the side of the boat and like land on the deck, and they're just sort of flopping about all over the place. And the crew quickly like picks them up, like grabs them by the tail, slams against the deck, kills them or stuns them, and they're just like picking them up over and over and over again.
You join them.
As much as you like, this is presumably your next meal. The captain is also pleasantly surprised and is like, you know what? The only thing that the best thing to go with fried flying fish would be some oatmeal. So everybody, oatmeal and flying fish for everybody. The crew cheers, claps, and the captain does open up a back locker, like a back cupboard drawer thingy, and pulls out the sacks of oatmeal for everybody.
We're just dying to get this written in here somehow, weren't you? You've been just impatiently waiting to work that little nugget into this game. Once again.
It's called role building and consistency.
Yeah, that's fair. It's actually quite wonderful. I do love it.
If we ever, or not we, but like Daryl, if you ever publish Goblin Town into some kind of campaign manual kind of thing, you know the next step is to release a Goblin Town cookbook. You know it.
I say we just skip the manual. Let's make the cookbook now. I think we could get some major profits off of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep the middleman. Come on.
I am okay. Okay, for everybody who's not into fish, this is going to be gross. But let's just assume for everybody you like fish, you like the flavor of fish, you like all things fishy. I'm just going to assume we're just pretend that's true. I'm looking at Dagmar, especially. So a large portion of the flying fish, they clean them, they butcher them and clean them, and a large number of them come with eggs. So the cooks in the galley are able to process those eggs and make tobiko, which is actually so they make a nice flying fish roe. And you can use that to sort of sprinkle on your oatmeal or whatever, or you can sprinkle it on the whatever leftovers of fried red snapper you had from yesterday or the day before.
Wonderful, Daryl.
You can put it on your
Cool
hard deck.
reference.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you keep traveling. So we're gonna mark that right there. That's where you had that little adventure. Okay, you're gonna stop actually about there somewhere. This is not the city. So again, the what happens is because the coast is so sandy, so swampy, so marshy, there is no like major city right here on the coast. Armig City is further inland, where the land is like more solid and less prone to flooding. But they have like little trading boats, like boat houses, here at the shore, and they can pull right up to the boat. And so the captain and the sailors are now sort of bartering back and forth and trading for things. Let me see. Okay. So, okay. Is there anything specific you guys are going to do before we roll over for the next day?
I'm just gonna hug my little guy. Sorry. Go on, Gretel.
So where exactly are we yet? Are we at our I can't pronounce that.
Okay, so yeah, let me zoom in. We're gonna zoom in.
Is it?
It's double A.
Armig?
It's double A
City?
R M I G.
Okay.
Armig
Okay.
City.
I thought it was
And then-
Arwing for a second. I was like,
And then
yeah,
what's below it though? I can't read that at all.
It's
city.
Oh, city. Okay, got it.
well, I'll mess with the typeface a little bit later to make it more legible. Anyways, you're not actually at the city. The city's further.
No, it's not that. It's over the water.
So the city's further inland because it needs to be on more solid ground. This is too close to the coast. It's way too sandy. It's way too swampy. Way too prone to flooding. So what you find along the edge, what you find along the edge on a lot of this is, a lot of houses on stilts, like houses on kind of standing above the ground, to kind of handle the flooding. And then you have right now you have like houseboats, boats with a substantial like structure on it, and like people living on the water. So they're sort of waiting for ships like you to trade. Okay. So this area. Excuse you, Gretel. I see you're enjoying your flying fish and oatmeal. So since they have access to the lake, there's a lot of clams, like small clams. There's scallops. They have the town on the other side of the lake, Lake Nuttall. And so, but the land going in is pretty flat. You actually can't quite see mountains for quite a distance. You see mountains to the east and to the west, but north you see almost nothing. It's like almost completely flat all the way up north, just a few little hills. Let's see. In this city, yeah. So at this city, or at the boats, they're trading actually a little bit more than you would expect for the little houseboats, and they are trading quite a bit of things. You notice that they're actually not just trading some knickknacks and stuff like that, but you can also see that they're trading in furs. You see an odd couple animals. You're not quite sure what they are because they've been skinned and processed. But you can see like uh, like the claws or like hands like hanging off of the furs. It's a whole fur, and then at the end is like the hand. It's like that's it. It's just the hands and then the fur. That's all that's left of the animal. You notice that some of them have really, really odd claws. Um, and some of them hides are like what appear to also be dinosaur hides because they're all scaly. And you also notice that Bill seems to be Bill and the captain seem to have made terms. Bill seems to be behaving, and you notice that Bill is doing a lot of trading today. He's helping a lot, moving a lot of the things.
Good job, Bill.
Nice and reformed.
That's good. Does there seem to be anything that the houses are trading that we might be interested in?
Let's see. What are you interested in, Gradol? Are you looking for anything? Are you looking for a bobcat?
Oh, flowers as always. I can make my own, but I'm always interested in some new ones.
Okay.
And the trip is lasting a little long, so anything that might help in terms of purple dye would be great.
Oh, are your roots showing?
They will be soon. It's been a few days.
So you do see plenty of. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. So lavender is available.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say California sagebrush because I have California sagebrush in my yard and I know what it looks like and it can have purple flowers, but it wouldn't be called California sagebrush here. Trying to think what else has. I have another plant in my yard that has purple flowers, but that's more from Mexico and Texas. I got it from Home Depot. Can't remember the name of it. But yes, there are several purple flowers that you may purchase here.
Okay, sounds good. This is Mike talking. I'm actually going to have to move the computer because I'm in the office and right next door to my son's bedroom, and he just knocked on the door and let me know that we're keeping him up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aww.
I'm just gonna.
Sorry, Nate.
Aww.
It's okay. I'm gonna move. I'll move a couple rooms down and turn down the volume.
Oh, he's moving.
Did you want to leave the door open so the kitties can get in and snuggle? Okay.
He's getting
That's
so
why I
big.
That's why I leave my door open too, just for the record, everyone.
Next month. Can you believe it? 10.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
He grows with this campaign.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when it started, he was 6.
Yep, in 2020.
Oh my god.
I old.
Since there's no actual major settlement, the captain decides to sail a little bit further along, for like another hour and a half or whatever, just to make a little bit of distance along the shore, and then anchors for the night. Okay. Okay, so is there anything you guys want to do? You want to sea shanties, tai chi, making armor for Daintyfoot, cooking, fishing, anything?
I'm learning the ancient art of Tai Sni. What was that, Janera? Your yoga thing.
Tai Chi.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, I'm doing that.
We're off just letting her call it yoga at this point. At least she remembers that.
I'm over here doing Pilates.
Fantastic.
I'm going to be just watching and correcting Dagmar's form.
Okay, here's the thing. Are you a gentle, kind teacher, or are you a bitter, petty, vengeful teacher, and every time she's off by like half an inch, you like slap her really hard with like a switch?
As much as that doesn't sound like Genera, I still would like that to happen. I think it would be better for the meme.
I'm not that mean, but if I do notice that her form is really bad, I do give her a light smack with the something that I have, a switch.
light
I
punch
don't
in the
know.
face.
No, not a punch in the face.
Your weapon is a fist. Use it wisely.
It is, but I could kill her. My fists are deadly. Okay.
Oh, sorry guys, I
That
gotta
is
cough for
true.
whatever reason.
Okay.
Oh.
Just I'm gonna pause here for a second.
Oh, okay.
Not a big deal.
This has never happened before.
Let me.
Oh. And there he goes. What do we do?
Just paused.
I'm scared,
I think
guys.
we're paused.
Mutiny.
What do we do?
Theory's just got a pirate hat on, just screaming. Just blood murder into the void.
Gonna steal this boat.
We're all
Left
fighting over the
unattended, we
trident and the.
What
was that?
I said left unattended, we burned the entire world down.
Right.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. It's completely gone. He comes back and he's like, "Okay, where did we leave off?" And it's like, "No. Let us tell you what happened."
Where did we leave off? We? There is no we here, Daryl.
And like we've had a long rest or whatever, like 3 or 4 times this session. It's going by fast. Depending on how long he takes, days have gone by.
3 months later. He's like, whoa, hold on, kids.
We hate to tell you, but your world is gone.
It was the ticks, I promise. It wasn't us.
They
Yeah,
invaded the city.
We had to let off the Oppenheimer bomb to make sure we could completely destroy the tick monster.
Yeah, we just went full Helldivers 2 on it. Yeah.
That's one way.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Are
Hey,
you guys?
so we have news for you.
Okay, what? What?
Jake, are you gonna take over?
Something,
the-
nuclear bomb, something.
The ticks took over when you were gone, and we had to nuke the world. So you're gonna have to start over. Sorry, bud.
We rolled a bunch of ones.
That's fantastic, everybody. This is a collaborative narrative. Your names will go down in infamy. Whenever something goes wrong, they'll be like Dagmar it or Svarin it or Genera it or whatever. Anyways.
Oh, love that.
Okay. So we'll roll over. I think this will be like. Maybe we can do 2 more days. Okay, you might get the Shunzol. Shunzol. Okay, so who hasn't rolled yet? I think let's go to Dagmar. Dagmar, go ahead, roll the. No. Yeah, percentile die. Go ahead, do percentile die again, Dagmar.
Okay, hold on.
Ooh, 90.
Voice.
Where was that earlier?
Theory, go ahead, roll the d6.
Ooh,
You guys keep rolling that 6.
no.
Okay. So again,
Making
like
good
you catch
progress.
a very good wind. Actually, um, hmm. Let's see here. Okay, so you travel along, and you catch a really good wind. So this is actually a really small boat. This boat is normally not meant for open ocean. It usually has to stay pretty close to shore. The captain is saying this is a really, really good wind, and this is an opportunity for you guys to just sort of skip across rather than going all the way to Greenspit Village. Right, so you can cut off like a whole day off of travel. You want to go to Greenspit Village, or do you want to just skip it and go to Shunzal?
You want to give us some details about Greenspit
Okay.
before we? Yeah.
Okay, so um Greenspit's a little bit has Greenspit is the village. It's again a kind of forward trading post, but it's a lot bigger. It's enough to have its be actually a sort of permanent settlement. And then there's another city behind it on the lakes and rivers that brings stuff down. Um, it's Greenspit as in spit as in like a sandbar, not the loogie.
Yeah, it sounds lovely.
Oh, but because
Effects.
but of course, because there's always algae there, it does look like green spit all over the floor, all over the ground. Thank you. So this is a good place for sand crabs, blue crabs. Trying to think. Let me actually go to the. Let's go to the big map because I don't think I have a. Because we're hitting the edge of the map here, so we have to go to the other one. Let's see here. This one here. So you're actually close. So you're about the halfway point already. Right, so you see how it like really digs into that little part, that really pointy part. That's where we're at now.
Cool.
Should we just skip on ahead to the next one, guys?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
As you're moving further and further west, it's getting drier and drier. It's becoming kind of like scrubland, almost desert at this point. And Greenspit would be some place to get certain kinds of metals, mining, borax even, for soap. Oh, why am I liking soap? Okay, but otherwise you're just gonna skip it, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So you are able to catch a very, very good wind. And the boat makes it all the way out to Shinzal. And you're actually able to travel in. So there's a bit of an inlet here. And you can actually make it to the city itself. It's pretty good. You guys have made good time. Okay. Now it's a big city. You can you can assume to be able to get anything that you want here, any kind of exotics. You will have to pay the higher price, or you'll have to roll to see exactly what you get. Um, uh, is anyone going to disembark? Is anyone actually explore the city?
How big a city are we talking about?
This city is bigger than Clark. It's bigger than Long Bay. This is the biggest city you've
Wow.
been to so far.
Then how much time do we have here?
You get there pretty late. So because it's a big enough city, they do have lighthouses. They do have enough lights kind of like lining the shore so that the boat is able to is able to sort of make its way in fairly safely. Up until this point, there weren't a lot of lights on the shore, so the boat would have to stop pretty well. There was still quite a bit of daylight left just to make sure you didn't hit a sandbank. But there's fewer sandbanks here. There are more people. There are more lights. So the captain was more comfortable going all the way into the inlet, coming closer to the city. So you're right up in the city. It's a deep enough harbor. You can disembark. Everything's there that you need. Everybody who gets off the boat, make a nature check.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off.
I'm just gonna get off too because this sounds like fun, and I don't know if I can say no to an opportunity where we're doing this. I like big cities.
Is this city
Said
pet
nature?
friendly?
This city is incredibly pet friendly.
I see. I have a
Did
pet
you say
now,
nature?
so-
Yes.
yeah.
Daintyfoot oinks oinks at the opportunity to disembark.
All right, I give Daintyfoot a thumbs up and then encourage to come alongside me.
Okay. Brad, Genera, Dagmar. Okay. Who did it? The theory didn't roll?
Oh no, I
she
did
did.
it. Just it showed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yours is right there. So you all disembark. This is a pet-friendly city. You actually see that they have quite an animal trade, and you see a lot of them seem to have bobcats. They have animals that look just like, or they have animals that look like Dagmar's animal.
Tony,
Oh.
my little guy.
Are they actually the animal that she wanted the whole time?
Do you wanna look? Do you wanna talk to one of the people?
I'll talk because my nature check clearly failed.
You talk to them, and as soon as you sort of mention it, they're like, "We have beautiful lynxes here. Look at the silky, glossy coat on this lynx, right? We have brown lynxes, gray, silver lynxes, white lynxes, black lynxes, the best lynxes you can find."
And I want to respond back with, "Oh, I know so much about animals. I'm really good at this. My friend has one of those big cats too, and she loves it. So she'll get along with you guys so well."
As soon as the trader like looks at Dagmar, looks at Dagmar, looks at the animal, like that's not a lynx, that's a bobcat.
Did we just stumble into the pretentious lynx city?
We did.
All right, Dagmar, what do you have to say for yourself? I thought you said that was a lynx.
I don't care anymore. He's my little buddy, and I'm gonna train him up, and he's gonna be my fierce battle companion. I am.
Don't you?
Okay. I don't want to talk to this guy just yet.
As soon as you do that, the
really
bobcat immediately coughs up a hairball.
We're not ready for that next level of our relationship yet.
This is the one animal Dagmar actually can't talk to for some reason. She's just psychologically blocked from it.
Once again, I will point out that I was born in the 1900s, and I will, if you let me, I will turn this bobcat into Bill the cat from Bloom County.
No. Just no.
And why did you have to phrase it that way? The 1900s.
Yeah, we kind of all were.
Right?
Yeah.
that hurts me too, man.
Yeah.
Attack was critical. Was a critical hit.
I enjoy that phrase. Okay. So far, it's been a good trip. You've rolled really well. It's been very pleasant for the most part, except for near the beginning because of the anchor. The captain's actually quite happy, and lets basically all the sailors, including Bill, have shore leave. They're all free to sort of leave the ship, and then they'll do a lot of the business the next day, as long as everything is sort of hunkered down. and then the captain will stay on the ship to sort of check things. So again, you guys have free reign. Is there anything specific you guys like to do here? You can buy an actual lynx. You can try to liberate lynxes. You can enjoy the food, the drink, the women, the men. No, I'm just kidding. Is there a dance hall? Yeah, sure, there's dance
Are you
halls.
kidding? Because I'm the bard, so I'm not kidding. We've been at sea for like a month.
You've been at sea for like 5 days.
It's been like 8 years, man. Come on.
Janera, look, I drew Tony in my sketchbook. Look at him, he's so cute. That's what I've been doing this
A
entire
little
time.
kid with like a new pet.
I've literally been doing this in my notes in real life this whole time.
We better see those notes later.
Yeah.
Easy, come on.
Hey, you know what the heck? Daintyfoot gives an oink and disembarks from the boat as well, and wanders off down the alleys.
I'll go follow Daintyfoot. But first I wanna ask, I wanna turn to Dagmar and be like, Dagmar, you talk to hold on. And then I'm gonna reposition myself and turn to Gretel and be like, Gretel, you talk to animals, right?
Yes.
Is there any reality in the future where like I can learn this skill, but like just Daintyfoot? I don't care what Bob the cat wants to say. I just care about Daintyfoot.
You know, I really don't know.
There's got to be like a magic item for that, right?
Possible.
You can look. You can try to the markets here to see if you can find something.
Can we ask Jeeves? There's got to be a Jeeves here, right? There's your reference, Daryl. I made one back to you.
Thank you. Yeah, but Jeeves was even in the Wreck-It Ralph movie, so.
Oh, actually, Speak with Animals is in addition to being a druid spell, it is a bard spell too. So if you were a bard, it could be in your list of bard spells.
I'll just gotta wait for a level up, even though I was gonna take my level. No, I have to take it in bard.
Well, it's only a first level spell, so.
Well, I can swap out something else.
Yeah.
Janera, do you have the red crayon? I want to draw a heart.
Oh my god.
You are free to go to the markets and see if you can find a magical item that will allow you to speak with animals. That's up to you.
Gretel, do you want to help me go find this magic item that will help me talk to the pig?
Sure.
I mean, unless you had other things.
Similar for her bobcat friend, or I believe she already has that ability. Is that right?
We don't know if she can talk to this thing yet. It hasn't spoken to her yet. She's being
don't
all
current-
snooty about it.
Have you given them a name yet?
Yeah. His name is Tony.
Tony, that's right.
She hasn't
little
asked
guy.
it if it has a name first. She's just making assumptions. We don't even know if it's a boy cat.
He answers to Tony, and I checked. He's got a little PP down there. He's a boy.
Daryl, I'd like to nature check if this cat is in fact, a male cat.
You can't. In my notes, it's already permanent. It's
Too
a
late.
he.
I'm making the nature check. I can't tell. It's a 6. I'm not good at gendering bobcats very well.
Don't worry, I am.
learned.
I am, and he's my little guy, my little man, my little dude, my heart.
I think Daryl should flip a coin to determine that.
Okay.
Daryl.
All right. Dagmar is free to decide since this is her pet companion. I'm okay with that.
Aw.
That's fair. That's actually really sweet.
Okay. Zoran, is for Zoran's nature check. For whatever reason, you decide, you were like, well, I just have to look at his pee-pee, and then that'll decide it. So you kind of reach for it. You, grab it by, the hind leg to try to lift it. It turns around and, scratches you, right in the hand. Take 1 point of damage.
I was hoping it was gonna hit me in the face and give me a cool battle scar. Can we retcon the hand and give me a scar?
You really want
buddy,
the Nick
we wouldn't
Fury
notice
scar?
if you
Is
had
that what this
scars on that
is?
face.
Well, maybe not. Maybe just one claw on the side of my face. It's okay. Anyways, how much
Buddy,
damage do I take?
You take 1
You're a
damage.
lizard. We're not gonna notice.
You take 1 damage. You may place the scar wherever you like.
Bet.
Right here in my scaly wrinkle zone.
I am going to flip the cat off and go skipping off into the sunset with my pig friend. Actually, I'm going to go with Gretel to see if I can find a magic item that lets me talk to animals.
In Tony's mind, he watches you go and he's like, "Yeah, keep walking over there, buddy."
And what time of day is it?
This is now evening. You're talking like maybe 7 o'clock. 7:30.
And how long do we have until we have to be on the ship? Back on the ship.
You can come back whenever. You just have to be back before the ship leaves the next day, which would be the next morning at, let's say, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you want to spend all night partying and then sleep on the ship, that's up to you, because you're not really the crew. You are technically a passenger.
No, I wasn't interested in partying. It was something else, but I don't think it would be open this late.
Oh, you want to go to the Arboretum? You want to go to the flower shop?
I was actually wondering if there might be a research library or something like that.
Trying to think. Okay.
I mean, I could help pick a lock and if it's closed, and get
No,
right all in there.
No, I don't. I don't want to
Okay.
do that. Only if it's available. It's okay.
Okay. Let's do it this way. You look around and you ask around, and see. Do a percentile die.
Me or
Yeah. Go ahead, Gretel.
Zvarn?
Gretel, percentile die.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. They point out that there's a college here. Yeah, there is a university here. You are able to make your way to the university. The university. And let me think. The university still seems to be somewhat open. There's still people milling about. The doors to the library seem to be closed and locked, or they're closed. But you notice there's some lights on in the windows. So there seems to be people there with candles or something going.
Okay.
So you
well, I can wait. Why don't they help Zvarn with his thing?
okay?
No.
I was gonna say, like, you can find people there, but they're all grad students.
And I'd like to follow him.
I was gonna say that you find a bunch of grad students working on their papers, burning the midnight oil, quite literally.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Just for lore purposes, how does this university compare to the University of Oakbridge? Ooh, another person I'm gonna ban. Be right back.
I'm so glad that sparks joy for her.
And goodbye.
Okay.
Security.
So the University of Oakbridge. I am. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it the rival. What's the actual what's the rival school for Cambridge?
Wouldn't that be
Oxford?
Yeah.
If you do not call this Roxford, I swear to God, Daryl,
Oh my god, yeah.
it must be Roxford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It is Oxford.
Fine. It will be Roxford University or University of Roxford. I'll find out where it is, and they specialize in geology. Thank you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Perfect.
So
I love it so
with that,
much.
that means there's going to be a very large dwarf population here.
Same at the other one.
Okay. So we'll do that. I actually haven't come up with the university yet, so I'll make up the university. Trying to think. Okay, I'll figure something out. We're gonna stop there because it's just about coming back to the end of our time. So we'll close there. You guys sort of make plans exactly what you're doing here in the city. Remember, you have all night to live it up in the city. You can go to a. I'm gonna say you can go to Pishibang if you know what that is. Ishibang, Maid Cafe, a board game cafe. Trying to think of some other kind of dumb thing to do. You can go for Thai tea, boba.
Pachinko.
If you want pachinko, or you can go.
I need somebody in the audience to get me fan art of Zavarin sipping on a nice purple boba. I think this would be what the fans want.
You can also, if you'd like to, go to a mahjong parlor.
Ooh.
Clack, 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 clack. Trying to think what else. A host bar or hostess bar. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay then. All right then. We're gonna stop there, guys. If you have any suggestions for any dens of vice and villainy for the party to visit, please send us those DMs, send us those emails, wherever. My DMs are open on whatever account I'm at online. Anyways, I'll see you all next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
A good night or good day, wherever you are in the world.
Good night and good luck.
All right.